Yo, what's poppin'? If you've been out the loop, let me catch you up. Solo leveling been shutting it down ever since it hit the scene. This web novel by Chugong had heads hooked with the wild throwdowns, serious character level ups, and a world that's just built different. Folks been calling it top tier fiction, and let's be real, they on point. Now if you caught the anime, you already know season 1 was dope as hell. It dropped on January 7th, 2024, and yeah, the streets been eating ever since. No hype wasted, but now we at that point. Season 1 been wrapped for a minute, and that Arise episode, still living rent-free in our heads. But time's ticking, and with Season 2 dropping, we gotta get prepped. So boom, welcome to Sankofa Senpai, the spot where we break down the hardest anime, manga, and webtoons hidden for me right now. Today we running it back with a full Season 1 recap to get y'all ready for what's next. I'm keeping it tight, no filler. By the end, you'll know exactly how we got here and what kind of heat Season 2 will bring. Lock in, fam. We going in. Alright, let me break it down for y'all real quick. Imagine chilling one day and out of nowhere, these wild portals just start popping up across the block. Ain't no regular stuff coming through either. We talking straight up monsters and beasts, and trust me, your little pocket knife ain't scratching these things. They packing mana, and to deal with them, you need hunters. Now, hunters ain't your average Joes. These are humans that got blessed up with magical powers after the portal started wilding out. They ranked E to S depending on how nasty they get in a fight. E rank? You barely stronger than your neighborhood gym rat. S rank? Bruh, they tearing down cities solo. Fast forward 10 years, portal's still dropping, but by now, it's a part of everyday life. They even got a name for them, dungeons. Hunters pull up, handle business, and get that bag. They not just trying to save the world for free. Nah, they stacking loot from the magic beasts. Inside these beasts, you find essence stones, little glowing gems that's basically paychecks. The stronger the beast, the bigger the payout. E-rank stones, lunch money. S-rank stones, you sitting on millions. But on the real, not everybody gets to be a hunter. Only about 0.001% of the whole world wakes up with powers, and if you trying to be anything above basic, you gotta be that 0.2% C rank or higher. It's elite status, fam. Most hunters out here scraping by at E rank, but the ones holding that S rank title, they walk in natural disasters. This world don't hand out cheat codes. If you in, you grinding or dying. Now let's break down this crazy system further. So here's the deal with hunters in this world. Once you get your powers, that's it. Your stats, locked in. No amount of training, push-ups, or rocky montages gonna level you up. You stay at the rank you awaken at, which means if you're trash, you stay trash. So what's the move? Hunters out here maxing out their battle smarts and skills to make up for what they lack in raw stats. Now let me introduce you to the real one, Sung Jin-Woo. Man's got the nickname World's Weakest Hunter for a reason. He's sitting at E rank, bottom of the barrel, and barely scraping by. But here's why he does it. Money. Jinwoo out here hunting not for glory, but cause his mom's in the hospital with his mana-induced disease called eternal slumber. Hospital bills ain't cheap, so dude risks his neck just to keep the lights on. One day, Jinwoo signs up to run through a C-rank dungeon with a squad. Now here's how it works. Dungeons are ranked just like hunters, and once you in there, the gate don't close till the boss is handled. If you slack and the boss chillin' for too long, like say 7 days, that dungeon gonna break wide open and monsters start flooding into the human world. No bueno. So boom, the crew drops in, clears the dungeon, knocks down what they think is the boss, and it's looking like payday. But hold up, they peep another dungeon inside the dungeon. Sounds wild, right? Let me lace you up, that's called a double dungeon. Basically, it's like beating the final boss, then finding a hidden level with insane difficulty. Naturally, the team's curious. Big mistake. So they dive deeper. Next thing they know, it's not just any dungeon, it's an S rank one. Now they all sitting there like, we messed up. Trapped. No way out. Right when you think it can't get any wilder, boom, they hit you with the absolute being. Now I could dive into that whole cosmic mess, but that's a story for another time. If you want to get the scoop on the absolute being and the deeper lore behind Solo Leveling, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and I'll break it down in another vid. Back to the action. Inside that double dungeon, things go left real fast. Those statues? Yeah, they come alive and start tearing through hunters like it's nothing. Bodies dropping everywhere. But Jinwoo? Despite being scared shitless, Mans tries to analyze their situation. While everyone else is panicking, he figures it out. By reading the stone tablet, he cracks the code that stops the slaughter. Most of the squad makes it out, but Jinwoo? My guy takes one for the team, although not necessarily by choice. He gets left by some of his teammates and then straight up throws himself into the fire to make sure the others escape. And just when you think it's curtains for him, the system hits him up. A screen pops up out of nowhere offering him a shot at survival, become a player. Now Jinwoo ain't trying to die in some dungeon, so he accepts that deal without hesitation. And just like that, rebirth. Next thing you know, he's waking up in a hospital bed, but it's not all peace. The Korean Hunter Guild inspectors right there, already asking questions. They suspect something went down that shouldn't have. Why? They think he might have double awakened. Peep this real quick. When a hunter first gets their powers, whatever rank they land on, that's their cap. But once in a blue moon, some lucky few awaken again. It's like hitting a reset button and leveling up way past their limits. They call that a double awakening, and trust, when it happens, everything changes. So Jinwoo makes it out of that dungeon mess, but the inspectors ain't buying it. They run him through the tests again, trying to see if dude leveled up on the low, but nah, he flops. Still sitting at E rank, bottom of the barrel. Inspectors pack it up like, yeah, he's just lucky he ain't get bodied. But here's where it flips. Soon as they out the door, the system slides back in. This time, daily quests. Jinwoo gotta handle his business every day, no excuses. And if he don't, the system punishes him. Ain't no slap on the wrist either. Episode 3, wow, for real. Jinwoo skips one task, and next thing he knows, boom, desert wasteland. Now he's out there throwing hands with a giant centipede magic beast. No backup, just vibes and survival instincts. But here's the deal. Every time he knocks out a quest, he levels up. Strength, agility, intelligence, all can go up. Even bro gets taller. One day he even snags a total recovery potion, pops that, and he's back to 100 like the damage ain't happened. That's when Jinwoo realizes he's in uncharted waters. He's moving up every day. Nobody else got this kind of cheat code, so Jinwoo locks in. No days off. One day, the system blesses him with a special key for clearing his quests. This key, access to a special dungeon only he can enter. No team, no homies, just Jinwoo. So you already know he pulls up alone. Inside, straight goblins, coming at him like they got something to prove. But now, Jinwoo on demon time. He been grinding and it shows in all his stats. Moving quick, dropping goblins like flies. But that's light work. The real smoke comes when he faces the steel-fanged lichen beasts. These things, built like pit bulls on steroids. Jinwoo gotta tap into everything he's learned just to make it out. Eventually, one of the lichens drops a teleport stone, a free pass out the dungeon, but Jinwoo? Nah, he's not tapping out. Dude keeps pushing. This ain't about survival no more, it's about getting stronger. Every step deeper means more power, and Jinwoo ain't stopping until he maxes out. After breezing past the goblins and folding the lichens, Jinwoo keeps moving deeper. He's hungry, and the system, it keeps feeding him. Now this is where he locks eyes with the dungeon boss, blue venom-fanged Kasaka. And let me tell you, this thing ain't just for show. Big, mean, and dripping venom, looking like a problem. But Jinwoo, he's ready. They throw hands, and at first it's looking real one-sided, but not in Kasaka's favor. Jinwoo straight up snaps this beast's neck with his bare hands. No weapon, just raw strength. Dude's different now. And when the dust settles, his first weapon drops. A dagger. Not just any dagger, though. This one's got perks. Paralyzes and drains enemies with every hit. Real grimy. Now let's talk glow up. In just 5 episodes, my guy goes from scrawny to shredded. We're talking full-on anime protagonist energy. Dude's walking out of dungeons looking like he stepped out of a fitness magazine. Jinwoo went from short, broke, and forgettable to tall, built, and breaking necks. Literally. Even his nurse starts shooting her shot. That's how much he leveled up. When the glow hits so hard people don't even recognize you, you know it's serious. This ain't just a strength boost. Jinwoo's whole vibe shifted. He's moving different. Talking different. From invisible to can't miss him. By now, Jinwoo's sitting at level 18. He's moving up, but leveling up don't pay the bills. My guy needs that dungeon money, so he starts eyeing bigger payouts. That's when he links up with this hunter crew led by Hwang Dong-suk. They need 2 extra heads to clear a C-rank dungeon, and Jinwoo, he signs up quick. But let me tell you something, this ain't no ordinary raid. Fast forward, they pull up to the boss room. Everything seems chill, until Dong-su's crew gets shady. They dip out, leaving Jinwoo and this rich rookie, Yu Jin-ho, locked inside with a massive spider boss. Dong-su hits him with the classic, "We gotta grab tools real quick" excuse. But nah, it's a setup. Their plan? Let the spider handle business, seal the entrance, and run off with all the loot. Here's the problem. They messed with the wrong one. What they don't know is that Jinwoo been grinding heavy. This ain't the same E-rank hunter they think he is. Dude been stacking levels quietly, and now he's built for this. So when the spider creeps up, Jinwoo doesn't flinch. He pulls out that dagger, the one with the paralyze and drain, and charges straight at the beast. Jinho's shaking in his boots, watching Jinwoo move like a straight savage. He's sitting there like, ain't no way this dude's E-rank. He's gotta be a false ranker or something. And Jinwoo, he keeps pressing forward. He unlocks his new skill, dash. He's too fast, too sharp. Every time the spider lunges, Jinwoo's already past it, slicing away. But even with all that, the fight's still dragging. That spider ain't going down easy. So Jinwoo pulls the ace, pops the recovery potion he got from his earlier quests. Now, he's back at full strength. He goes in, stabbing the spider straight in the dome over and over, till the boss finally drops. When Dong-su and his crew come back expecting to see bodies, they're in for a shock. Jinwoo and Jinho standing there chilling, boss spider dead at their feet. Dong-su, speechless. Jinwoo's on the rise and everybody about to find out real quick. Dong-su's plan flopped hard. Now him and his crew gotta clean up the mess themselves. They figure if the spider couldn't handle Jinwoo and Jinho, they'll just do the job personally. One of Dong-su's boys launches Jinwoo across the room, thinking that's the end of it. But nah, the system activates. And when that message pops up, it's different. Kill the 5 hunters or your heart will stop. This scene, cold, Jinwoo snaps. What follows is straight execution mode. The soundtrack, dark, heavy. You can feel the shift. Jinwoo takes out the whole squad, moving like a ghost in the shadows. Precision, no wasted motion. Dong-su, bro starts begging when he sees how serious it is. But Jinwoo, no mercy. One swing, dude's head rolls. Jinwoo walks out that dungeon like nothing happened. Now it's back to the grind. Daily quests, level ups. Jinwoo stays locked in. By episode 7, things take a turn. Jinwoo discovers something big, the elixir of life. This ain't just loot. This can cure his mom's illness. But here's the catch. The ingredients are rare, scattered in dangerous places. One of them, locked behind an S-rank dungeon guarded by Cerberus. Yeah, that's Cerberus. Jinwoo pulls up ready to fight. Barely makes it through. Cerberus goes down, but Jinwoo, he knows he ain't there yet. Dungeon's too deep, too dangerous. Instead of pushing his luck, he falls back. Smart move. This ain't the time to gamble. Later, Jinho hits Jinwoo with a wild offer. Help him start a guild. The payout? 30 billion won. Jinwoo's not stupid. He knows that kind of bread could fund his whole grind, so he takes the deal. By episode 9, Jinwoo's back in the mix, dropping into another dungeon, and guess who he's teamed up with? The same hunters that left him for dead in episode 1. Oh, you already know. It's about to get real. Jinwoo rolls up to the dungeon with the same crew that left him for dead. You already know, they feeling that guilt heavy. Every step deeper into the dungeon, they can't stop glancing at him, flashing back to that double dungeon incident. But there's another wild card in the mix, Kang Tae-shik. Now Kang, he's not just some regular B-class hunter. This dude's got that straight psycho energy. Bro's a full-blown sociopath, and it don't take long for things to pop off. Here's how it plays. The Hunters Association threw in some convicts trying to shave time off their sentences by helping with raids. Bad move. Kang ain't with that rehab life. Mid-dungeon, dude starts murking them one by one. No hesitation. It's not even for survival, he's just enjoying it. But Kang don't stop there. After dropping the convicts, he starts eyeing the rest of the squad. That's when we get the showdown, Jinwoo versus Kang. Kang's moving like he's got this in the bag. He's built like an assassin, quick, quiet, lethal. But Jinwoo? Nah, he's on a whole different frequency. The system blesses Jinwoo with a new skill, murderous intent. And when he activates that, the whole room shifts. You can feel the weight of it. Kang realizes real quick, he's not the predator here. Jinwoo shuts Kang down, fast. One clean move, dagger straight through the heart. No wasted effort, no drawn out fight. Kang's done. And that's how this fight wraps up. But it don't slide under the radar. A-rank hunter, Woo Jinchul from the Hunters Association pulls up, starting to ask questions. He's trying to piece things together because it ain't adding up. A B-rank hunter got dropped and somehow Jinwoo's still standing. And let's be real, Woo Jinchul's not dumb. He knows Jinwoo's been in way too many situations where folks ended up dead, but somehow Jinwoo keeps surviving. Even if he can't put his finger on it yet, he can tell Jinwoo ain't moving like no E-rank should be. But lucky for Jinwoo, Song Chi-yul, the raid leader and one of the survivors, steps up. Chi-yul peeps the vibe instantly. He knows Jinwoo got reasons to stay low-key. Without missing a beat, he claims he and the other survivor took Kang down, covering for Jinwoo and making sure no one catches on to what he's really packing. Now Jinwoo's sitting on even more power and people are starting to see signs, but he's not ready to step into the light just yet. He's still grinding. After that dungeon raid wrapped up, Jinwoo and Jinho start moving like a whole dynamic duo. They hit C-rank dungeons back to back, cleaning house like it's light work, and the streets take notice. Enter Ansang Min. Now this ain't just some random dude. He's the chief of the 2nd Division Management Department over at the White Tiger Guild. And if you know, you know. White Tiger's one of the coldest squads out there. Sang Min's got that eye for talent, and the second he spots Jinwoo and Jinho tearing through dungeons, he knows something's up. Even if he can't quite put his finger on why, he knows Jinwoo's built different. But Jinwoo, man's not trying to get tied down. When Sang Min tries to pull him in for recruitment, Jinwoo flips the whole negotiation. Not only does he dodge signing up with one of the top guilds, but he straight up scams Sang Min into buying dungeons Jinwoo wasn't even planning on touching. And get this, he doubles the price. Bruh, Jinwoo's playing chess while everybody playing checkers. But the system, it's not done with him yet. Not long after, Jinwoo gets hit with a new notification, a chance to do a job change. But this ain't no simple side quest. He's got to survive a special dungeon. The longer he lasts, the better the job he gets assigned. You already know Jinwoo dives right in. The dungeon's no joke. Every corner got him facing monsters that feel like all his past fights combined. But Jinwoo's built for this grind. Then he runs into the boss, Igris. Listen, Igris ain't just a boss, he's a whole problem. The second they start throwing hands, it's clear Igris is on another level. Jinwoo's moving, dodging, but he's getting folded left and right. And the animation? Straight up chef's kiss. Every clash feels like a movie fight scene. But even though Jinwoo's outmatched the whole fight, he don't stop pushing. Eventually, he catches Igris slipping. One quick move, dagger straight to the throat. The fight ends in one of the cleanest sequences yet. Jinwoo standing over Igris, breathing heavy, but standing tall. The message? My man's coming for the top. So check it. Jinwoo finally drops Igris, and by all logic, that dungeon should have wrapped up. But nah, the system had other plans. Right after Igris hits the floor, portals start opening up everywhere. Outpour waves of knights and mages, swarming like they got beef with Jinwoo personally. He throws hands like no tomorrow, but the endless enemies start taking a toll. It's looking like this might be the one fight he don't walk away from. But come on, Jinwoo can't die. Dude's the main character. Just when things hit the brink, the wildest twist saves him. He forgot his daily quest. The system's punishment? Teleportation straight to centipede hell. Yeah, you heard that right. Jinwoo's thrown into a desert full of giant centipedes, forced to scrap his way back to health. By the time he's done, his stamina's back up, and he's leveled up even more. He heads back into the dungeon, and this time, he clears house. Knights, mages, none of them stand a chance, and that's when it happens. His long-awaited job change. But this ain't just any upgrade. Nah, Jinwoo's new title hits different. Necromancer. But wait, plot twist. The system hits him with bonus points, bumping his job even higher to Shadow Monarch. Translation? Jinwoo can now raise the dead as his personal army. To lock it in, he drops the coldest line of the season. Arise. The first serious soldier to rise? Igris, the same boss who almost ended him. Now, he's part of the squad. And that's a wrap on Solo Leveling Season 1. Jinwoo's just getting started, and with Season 2 on the horizon, you already know things are about to heat up. Hit that like and subscribe if you're ready for the next season, 'cause trust me, it's about to go crazy.